Would you like some shitty players to podcast about a game they're not good at?
What's up, Digidestin? Thank you for listening to the Security Check Digimon TCG podcast. Make sure to join the Cataclysmic Cardboard Discord server via the link in the description. And now, let's jump into the digital world.
I'm sure Haggy will be on shortly.
I thought that was him popping in at the same time, but it was just Craig coming in here.
Just the old Craig.
So creepy every time he joins. Now
It's
recording.
This could technically be considered a 5-man podcast.
Yeah. Craig's recording all our conversations for the government.
They're going to get them one way or another.
I mean, we are posting it live for the world to hear.
That is true.
I'm trying not to chew too loudly. I got one of my teeth pulled, and it's a really weird experience. Then I can chew now. It's just weird.
There's like that empty spot there.
Yeah. An
Yeah, I
empty spot
understand.
of gum I'm trying to, I guess, toughen up.
It will. Just give it time. It will. I have a lot of experience with that.
I'm just glad I can chew.
Not having to eat like applesauce and yogurt all the time.
And like sucking down soup. Yeah, it's nice.
Good soup.
Good soup. Did anybody go to locals today?
Tiny broke a man.
No, wait,
Me.
what?
Yeah. So, okay. So there would have been 6 people at locals today, but 2 of them couldn't show up because they had a blowout on the interstate. They're okay, obviously, but they couldn't come because they had to wait on towing service to get their car, to get a tire replacement for their car and everything. The 4 of us that showed up, it was me, Haggy, and then a couple of our guys from our locals, Clark and Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
And I have only updated and re-sleeved 1 deck for BT11, and I'll give you 3 guesses what that deck is.
Black War Greymon.
It is Black War Greymon. And nobody else that was there was running a meta deck. The closest thing to meta that was there other than Black War Greymon was Clark was running his version of Mastamon. But his version of Mastamon, I think, is incomplete. So, yeah. In the world of blowouts, Black War Greymon with the black base with Tapermon and Maki in it, but still, Black War Greymon just kind of raffle stomped everybody there. And in the process of raffle stomping everybody there, Ozzy kind of seemed like he was losing his will to play locals because he was getting tired of getting raffle stomped by meta decks.
Aww.
He was playing Leomon. He was playing his version of Leomon, which seemed like it was pretty good, but I mean, I'm not even sure if Leomon is good enough to be a rogue deck, even with the new Pangeamon that came out. So
Really?
he was really struggling. I do think that it's possible for Leomon to steal some wins here and there, but I mean, fighting against Black or Greymon, I really don't think it has a shot. And he had rough games against the other people that were playing as well.
What did Jordan end up taking?
He played Galgamon,
Heck yeah. Boy.
which it worked pretty good until he had to fight Black or Greymon.
Well,
I feel like that's what a lot of decks are going to be like, though.
yeah. To speak about Aussie's pain, I think I felt that way. I get when I remember when we were trying to get, Raspberry Jam to work, uncompleted Jellymon deck. It's fun.
Yeah.
And when it popped off, I could
It
snag.
was cool.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it rarely
But
got that
most
chance
of
to
the
pop
time-
off.
Most of the time, you're just not fast enough to get that opportunity, and you just get
Yes.
blown up. Yeah, that was. I get the feeling that's kind of how that Leomon deck is, because I can see it. Like when he was playing the deck, I could see it. I could see the openings, and I feel like there is something to it, but like it's just not there. It's just not there yet. Maybe it'll get more support in the future and become a tier 1 meta deck. Who knows? But right now, it's just not there.
I'm scared. What if they leave it as a meme deck? Because that is the meme. Leomon dies in every
He's
series.
to die.
Sorry,
Yeah.
spoiler alert, guys. If you've never watched,
If you've never watched a season of Digimon, Leomon dies. The end.
a lot. Yeah, yeah. It's literally his purpose. It's his digital purpose. So I don't know. I mean, I would love for it to, because even with Dino Tigermon and all that stuff, there's a ton of Leomon type cards out there. I would love to see it, really, really shine at some point. It would be cool. Will it? I don't know.
It's not Agumon, so
Okay, all right. Okay. You can say it, and I do agree with it, because here's the deal. Which sadly, I'm gonna bring Pokemon into this. Pokemon has a lot more poster children, okay? Like Charizard is the money card, but 9 times out of 10, he's not super playable. But like, okay, Lugia and Rayquaza, and there's a lot of big names out there that make really good decks. Sadly,
I feel like
Agumon's Digimons.
they give every Pokemon a chance to shine is the thing. Like it's not they don't
Digimon definitely has favorites.
and that they're the poster children and they like that's how they sell the game is, oh hey, you remember that Digimon that you really liked? Well, here it is.
Here's a
But
card of it.
yeah, here's a
Hey,
card of it.
Do
Here's
you
a
want to
book
be
of
do you
it.
want to be the main character? Well, play the main character deck.
Yeah.
And I feel that. And this is going to be a side trip, but a good topic. So, BT11 just launching. I felt like out of the 2 boxes I opened and those packs, I've bought about 15 sleeve boosters in total. And I built that black War Greymon deck X Anybody super easy. I've pulled 4, not alternate arts, just black War Greymon X Anybody, 5 U's, and probably 4 or 5 of the new Metal Greymon X Anybody. I felt like it was just really easy to pull those cards too. Compared to
I
other
also have a
things.
playset of everything for Black War Greymon, plus extras, but then there's other stuff that I didn't get a single playset of.
Yeah.
Also, I'm here, but I'm late. Or I'm
Oh,
late, but I'm here.
You're fine. That's all that matters is you're here. Well, okay, like for instance, the funny gimmicky deck of this set, the EOS D Reaper, the Binmon, the Galacticmon.
Yeah.
And you guys seen I was super stoked to pull that. But it seems cool. And I think there's potential there for sure. Like even looking at some of the cards, I get the consistency issues and everything, but maybe at some point we'll get to be like EOS and maybe splashing some alternate colors and stuff in there.
I'm keep going.
Well, the Galactamon was super hard to pull. I felt like we've all pulled way more for our group, way more arenas than we have Galacticmon.
I'm 4 boxes deep, and I have 3 Destromons and 1 Galactimon. I technically have 2 Galactimons, but I traded for one of them.
I have 2 Galacticmons, 1 regular and 1 alt-art, and I also have 2 Renas, 1 regular and 1 alt-art. And I've opened 5 boxes. However, one of those Galacticmons came from my winnings in the pre-release. It was not from a box. one of the Galactic Mons and the 2 Renas came from the 5 boxes that I opened.
I'm also 4 boxes deep and only have 3 Marsmon.
Oh, now see, listen, you need some Marsmon? Come talk to me. I got 5.
I was gonna say, I
Literally,
think I have 5 as well. I opened one today.
like
I have 2
Marsmon
All
showed me love.
Force. Yeah, I have 2 All Force, and one of them I opened during pre-release. So out of 4 sealed boxes, I only pulled 1 All Force. I did pull an Altar Arena, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, 3 Destros, 1 Galacti. It took me 4 boxes to get a playset of King Sukamon.
I think that there's just so many cards, and this is, we'll get on this maybe a little bit later, or if we want to get on it now. The pull rates. I feel like a lot of people have been thinking about the pull rates because of how adding this other stuff has made it super inconsistent.
The common and uncommons and the campaign rares, which the campaign rares are nice, and I am a fan of being able to get commons shiny.
Yeah.
And like, as long as prices don't get crazy, the only thing that this is doing, you're not getting as much, I don't want to say value, but like, you're not, like when you buy a box now, you're not guaranteed like one of each, SR, or one of each, like before you got multiples, like you could get play sets of like the SRs and stuff out of just a couple boxes. But the thing about it now is your rares and those SRs are going to maintain a better market value because they're not as flooded, which is fine as long as, like I said, prices don't get crazy because the market isn't as flooded with all these SRs now. Like there was sets, it's like nothing in the set was good except for the secrets. So it's like all the stuff in the set was less than $1 unless you pulled the secret. And then there were sets where the secret sucked, but it had good SRs. So it was like you bought the box, got multiple SRs, and then they started off really expensive. And then as more people were buying those boxes, it got really low. So it's like, I think this is a good thing for the market. I just don't want to see prices get crazy for like SRs and stuff.
Yeah,
Which I've not looked at market prices. I've not bought anything out of this set because I knew I was buying a bunch of sealed product this go around.
That's scary
But
to
that's
think,
gonna-
though. Go ahead, Cardboard.
That's
Go ahead,
gonna
dog.
that's gonna increase the market all the way around. So because that's gonna increase pack value and all that good stuff.
Which is fine. It's nice to be able to buy a box and like have value in that box. Instead of it's like, oh, if I don't pull the chase card, then this box ain't worth buying the box,
Yeah.
Because like there's boxes you could buy, and if you don't pull that like chase secret, you're lucky to get box value back.
EX3, most EX sets.
Yeah. It's like look at what was the armor set? Like all the secrets in those were bad. Like everybody wanted the SRs in that set. They wanted the Magnamons and everything. It's like,
Yep.
but it's also like if you didn't pull Magnamon or one of those SRs, it's like the box had no value because the secrets were bad. Like you weren't like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pack this secret and trade in and get me another box. It's like, oh, I didn't pull multiple Magnamons, so it's like I bought a $80 box and pulled $20 worth of cards out of it. Like as long as market stays fair and box value evens out.
Yeah.
We gotta even out that box value, though.
It's like regular art Black War X is $8. That's not bad. Pulling multiple of those a box. Or I'm 4 boxes deep and I think I have 4 or 5 Black War Greymons.
Super easy card to pull, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely have a playset of Hades 4. It's got 4 or 5 of the Metal Greymons. It's got like 6 Yuyas. Like I can't stop pulling Yuya for some reason.
You.
That's you. Yeah.
But I got a box today and pulled Alt Art Minervamon and immediately traded it for a Alt Art Galactimon.
Let me tell you, a beautiful card from this set. Mirai. The Alt Art Mirai.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Card.
It hurts my heart that Nikolai, the Alt Art Nikolai, is $4. Like all the other Alt Art Tamers are at least 10. My boy
that's
Nikolai.
That's a good looking card, though.
Yeah, my boy Nikolai out here. He's like, I'm $4, yo.
Hey, snag them.
Lord. Let's see here. Like Alt Art Akio is 10.
He's gonna
Heck,
get one
regular
new.
Mirai is $11. Alt Art Taiga is 12. I don't see Yuya is Alt Art Yuya is 30. And then we know Arena and the Alt Art Mirai is.
That waifu tax on that Mirai.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I pulled one of them. Need one more Mirai to make my deck complete.
Yeah, I've got my play set. Took me 4 boxes, but I got my play set.
You need one more alt art?
No.
I need one.
Oh,
I would take an alt. I would definitely take an alt art, but I just need one more.
I pulled an alt art. I got that, and I pulled that Jet on.
Listen, boys, I got trades for days. I've been pulling heat out of those. I'm gonna go back to Walmart and try my luck again.
It just sucks this set we're all building like this similar decks.
No,
it's like I think me, you, and Hughes stands alone. I think we're all 3 trying to throw Galactimon together.
Oh yeah, I mean, in all honesty, all the decks in this set are like exciting.
They are. I think that's part of the reason everybody was so hot for the set to come out, because there's so many good prospects.
Are any of you all building Fallen Angels?
I thought about tinkering with, because I have a Mastamon deck build. I thought about tinkering with it with the new support. I don't know how much I'll play it, but me being me and liking yellow, it's like maybe.
I am attempting to put it together. So I had a shell of the previous iteration of the deck, but I didn't have a few of the key pieces. But with the new support changing the deck around, I may have most of what I need to make the deck now. I'm just missing a couple of Mirais.
We're just gonna roll for locals.
Okay. Do you guys want me to tell you my current build, my current deviation? Because I played it several matches against Guapo tonight and got rolled because my poor red brain was trying to wrap my head around yellow purple. But I did really enjoy the deck, and it got really scary once you can get, like, if you're at turn 2 or 3 and you got that Gatomon and Digivolve into an Angelwomon, and you can play getting 2 Mirais on the board. So like I got 1 Mirai on the board, and then I'm actually taking Kari out and putting TK in. But anyway, once you get rolling, it's like, wow, I have basically my setup to go straight into Mastamon, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get to pop my abilities with Ignitemon, gain memory from that. I'm going to tap my Mirai. The memory gain can be insane, and also the deletion effect from the on-play effects from your trash to get Lucimon Chaos Mode, or if you do get to go into Ordinamon, it's scary when you're like, okay, DNA Digivolve, I just gained 3 memory. Like, so you're doing all this stuff, and if I can only imagine if you had 4 Mirais out, like a prime board, and you're able to tap her and stuff. Holy jeez.
Speaking of fall down mode or Lucamon chaos mode or whatever it is, I might need to try to get mine back off of Drew if he's not currently using it.
Got it. I pulled one.
Okay.
So I have that one now.
Okay. I didn't know if your deck ran 1 or 2.
I'm due having to update and put some sock on in here. Yeah, but I really enjoyed playing it tonight. It's really fun, and I really think Red Purple Imperial allowed my brain to start working better with Angelmon and Lady Devamon and Angemon and Devamon, getting what in my trash. Very fun.
Yeah.
deck.
I enjoyed playing Galmon tonight. It was different play style. Definitely got some tweaking to do on the deck, but all in all, I liked it. I bricked more than I was comfortable with, and I don't think my ratios are bad. It might have just been awful. And then I got to do some changing with some option cards. I need to be able to answer like big stacks. Because like if I lose tempo, I have no like comeback at the moment.
Gotta keep that tempo. You want to keep their hand size big.
I had no problem with like the hand size stuff. Like when I made plays, but I did jack all against he who stands alone because I'd establish tamers and he would say, "Hey, I'm playing Black War Greymon. You have no tamers now." And then he'd have his huge stack and like there's nothing I could do because like all my outs, it's like currently I can bounce level 5 or lower, or I can bounce no Digivolution sources. But even if I got his Digivolution sources down, he runs X antibody, so it's like that's a Digivolution source I can never trash. So it's like okay, like I have no answers to his deck.
That Tiny just went in destroying people. As he does.
Happens. Another thing on these pull rates, I'm like I said, 4 boxes deep, and I've pulled 2 Shoutmon Pro 7s.
Well, I would like to try the Megazord deck, so as much crap as we gave Shoutmon, seeing that card, especially the alt art, it's kind of like, huh, okay.
Well, I have it if you ever want to play it. I'm just short 1 times 7, so I have a filler card for it right now till I can get a third one.
Roll for locals.
Roll for locals.
What color are we gonna play?
I'm done branching out, so I don't know about you guys. I done went yellow purple right now. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I mean, my Tyrannomon went green on me, so green and black. I gotta find a good build of that black version though.
What are you missing? What do you need to finish like play sets and stuff?
That's what I'm looking through now. I don't have any of the new Tyrannomons. I didn't pull any of those. I don't have any.
For you.
I don't have any of the Rusty Boys. I've got these sick Digimon Card Game Fest Rusties.
Well, lucky
You're
for
welcome.
you, I think I've got you covered, but I only have 3 of the Rust Tyrannomons.
Oh, I've got 2 alt art Rust Tyrannomons. You're welcome.
Oh, the green black one?
Yeah.
Dang, look at you. Yeah, I've got 3 regular green black ones, and then I got 2 campaign rare of the BT2 ones. But I think I've got you a playset of metal. I've got Taigas, the regular Tyrannomons, and the Agumons.
this set, and I've only bought 2 boxes, and like I said, those packs, has been the first time I'm like, man, I have honestly pulled a very solid, like everything. Got Mars Mons, got most of my Phoenix Mon stuff. I pulled all Bagra, even like the alt art. I pulled alt art Old Force, 2 Old Force. I've got 2 Renas. I'm like, I'm living life right now in this set. This is the best I've ever pulled, and I'm pretty happy because it's like if I do want to build something, I'm not going to have to spend a butt ton of money.
Yeah, just having the arenas, man, that just like because everything else in All Force is super affordable.
I mean, I pulled some of the All Force stuff.
And then, like I said, I've got 2 All Forces and 1 alt arena, but I'm not playing All Force, so we'll work out some trades, get you what you need.
You got what I need.
How do you have my other Mimi, right? You still have one of those?
I think so. I think I've got 3. Yeah.
Cool. I need 1. Trying to sleeve this up to see what I'm missing exactly. Now I need to go through Bagra.
I think I've got
Found
this
2
deck
different
pretty much
versions of
tweaked
it.
down.
I found 2 different versions of Tyrannomon, and I'm interested in playing both because they're both kind of spicy. This one plays Omnimon Zwart and Daigo to give him blocker.
You a spicy boy.
Because that sounds fun. For the Metal Boys. And then Machine Dramon.
Don't worry, I've got Machine Dramons out my butt.
You've got the EX1 Machine Dramons?
Oh no, I thought you meant the new one. I was like, I've got those for days.
I'll definitely have to order some of those Structure Deck Palmon.
Palmons, you say?
Yeah.
I need to clean and sort. I think we would have half the crap we need.
Yeah, I might have the Palmons. I know I bought 2 of the green structure decks.
Mm-hmm. As I look at so many memory boosts.
Good Lord, regular art Galactimon is $20.
Yeah. That's what I sent this morning. It I don't know what happened. But
wait, he dropped in price.
No, he was like 10 and doubled overnight.
Yeah, he's 20. Yeah, looks like his lowest sitting was like $13 because he was 20 pre-sale, set launched. He dropped down to like 13, and he's jumped back up to 20. I won't be ordering that.
That's what I told y'all today, or no, maybe I was telling somebody else that. But yeah. I don't know if the hype is justified there yet. Just going to throw that out there.
And it could just purely be pull rate.
Well, yeah, we've done proving that. Seems like we've all got arena. And
could just be a pull rate thing, yep.
Or sadly just a batch. I mean, I want to play that deck. It seems very neat. Just the way it works.
Really fun.
Yeah, because it's like regular art is 20, alt art is 25.
So yeah, buy the alt art. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it's better than most of the villain decks that they've made.
Yeah.
Oh, you leave Diaboromon's name out your mouth. Best villain deck ever made. Best villain deck ever made.
Like, I'm intrigued by Diaboromon, but
I mean, he's dead. He has definitely been out crept for a little bit. I might try to bring him back. I don't know. He's sitting up there collecting dust right now.
One of the there's another podcast on YouTube. What is it? Digital Gate Studios. They have a Diaboromon deck that one of them plays often.
Well, you got two really good versions of that deck. You can go like all blockers, or you can go like, huge, just cannon fodder armory for like plus a bajillion security checks. And both of them were fun.
Well,
I'm excited. I'm ready to give this another, I guess, maybe about another 4 or 5 days. And I'll probably buy one more box, do my whole 3. I think my time has passed to get another Illustrator pack, sadly, but
Yeah, Corbin, I think, out. I didn't get one when I bought my box today.
should have bought 2 that first day because Sam was glad to give them out that first day.
Yeah. I'll say Corbin they were just 1 per purchase per person per day. But I don't think they got that many. I don't think many shops got that many.
most of the posts that I've seen, the shop, or they said that the shops only got like 6.
Yeah, so
Which
Have,
is,
I
have you
think
seen those
Corbin did it
cards, though?
smart instead of doing first come first serve. So they stretched it out so more people got it. That was like one of the whole reasons I drove up there Friday to get my boxes instead of waiting till today. Was I wanted to try to snag a Illustrator pack.
Because
I
they're
wanted
beautiful.
that new Maimon. Wanted that new Maimon.
oh, I got the Hollow Chumon from
Uh-oh.
weekly pack.
Well, there you go. Heck yeah.
Got one of those, one of those.
So what decks are we looking to pilot this set? We've talked about it and bounced around. What are we going to sit with?
Sit with?
Mhm.
I don't know. We're gonna check out both variants of Tyrannomon, of course, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Galmon's definitely going to be my pet deck this format. I don't think it's got the oomph to be quote unquote competitive. But as far as my sweaty deck is going to be, I don't know. Like if I'm out for blood, it's probably going to be Grandis since I don't want to play Black War Greymon. And then, like I said, keep working on Gal, see what I can make happen, and then I have poop.
Oh, I'm like a crack addict. I'm falling into submission to the Black War Greymon. I'm all
Buddy,
in.
I'm staring at Phoenix Mon, and you know me, I'm not a red player, but Phoenix Mon about got me seeing red.
Here's the problem with that deck. Are you going to play straight Phoenix Mon, and how? And 2, when you mesh them together, when you mesh Mars and Phoenix,
It's
it's
definitely
one
going
of
to
those
be like
things.
Phoenix Mon mostly, and then I think I'm going to probably run the Marsmon line, but Mars is going to be my alt mega, so I'll only play like 2 or 3 of him. Then other than that, just keep it Vaccine and Beast, or Vaccine and Birdkin, all those lovely traits.
That's what I'm really wanting to see more of, is them really delve into that, like how they started the aquatic and all that.
Buddy,
The dark mammal.
I think that I'm sitting here on Dark Animal, and it's like we've had 2 sets, and it's like nothing, no Dark Animals, no Undeads. It's like, okay, cool. Am I a joke to you, Bandai?
But we had a cool archetype and we had some cool cards set up for that archetype. It's like, so when are they going to go back and give some love? I don't know how long it'll take, but usually Bandai's routine is to go back pretty quickly to them.
I don't see Grand Drac getting any support unless they do a Digimon Survive set. Because like Grand Drac is not in any of the media.
Surely they will. I mean, that's just another thing to go to. That's a smart option to go to. Release it on Halloween. Cool freaking set. A darker set would be so much fun.
But, I mean, they're leaning in because, like, yeah, I don't think Grand Drac's in any of the media. Like, he's in a few of the DS games as, like, a joke boss. Like, Dawn and Dusk. He's in Dawn and Dusk. Obviously Survive. I don't think he's in any of the animes. I want to say he's in one of the movies, but I don't think so. I think I'm getting him confused with Golfmon in the Tamers movie.
Golfmon.
To the wiki, away! Digimon Chronicles X, which that's the X Antibody comic book. I know he was part of it. Dawn and Dusk. Lost Evolution. The Crow Wars game. Obviously, he's obtainable in Cyber Sleuth. Heroes. Yeah, no, he's not in any of the animes. The closest we got is the Digimon Chronicles, which was the X comic book. So, I mean, if we get another X set, maybe, but I don't think he was a big player in that either. So, trying to think of like any other like good dark animals. The Cerberusmon stuff is a dark animal, I'm pretty sure. So that's another like, oh, we're not going to see that unless we get a Survive set, maybe.
I'll say, yeah.
Unless they just, because like right now, a lot of the sets are themed on like properties, like certain anime, certain everything. So unless they you said, unless they just lean into this archetype stuff, and we just start getting sets based on these archetypes, it's like I'm looking at the franchises. And I'm like, okay, if I want to see support for this card, what part of the franchise are they gonna have to dive into next? It's like, oh, cool, Grand Dracmon's not in anything.
Okay, well, here's the deal. They've got to do something because they've wasted too much time making all that stuff for no reason. This is just purely speculation, but it just gives another money grab opportunity to create, like with Bandai did with Dragon Ball Super, and have the what were they called? They were just like special packs that just would release like 10 to 15 new cards, and then like 20 or 30 like reprints of like commons and stuff like that to make it more accessible and filler. Kind of like the DLC packs for My Hero. It just upgrades a specific archetype. It's a great cash grab, especially for people who love like. I just think it would give like. It would just let them branch out, like instead of like, hey, like the Crow's Heart, BT 10, BT9, all this stuff. You had Alphamon and BT9. The whole set was basically revolved around him, and then you've got one other thing. This one is based around Black War Greymon, all fours. It's like, I don't know. They just need to do something because there's, to me, just too much potential there to let it just sit on the table and not try to utilize it. And they've tried before, just like I said, with the sea and aquatic stuff, with the Dragonkin, with the whole dragon approach. It's just people don't want to play those decks. I mean, how many, like besides you building Ancient Dragons, how many people have tried to build the, Earth, Wind, and Fire? How many people have actually tried to build the the dragon deck and play it. You don't see any videos on it hardly. You don't see it at locals. People just don't pick it up. So maybe that just goes to the fact to show that maybe it's not worth the investment. People would rather play Black War Greymon.
And that may change after next weekend. So like right now, most people are just like, especially the ones that have their invite, it's all about, well, what am I going to play at Nats? So everybody's testing the stuff to take to Nats. We're not, yeah. So
here, if they ban, me and Guapo kind of talked about this. They gave Black War Greymon a little bit of time. If they completely like hurt another archetype, I won't lie. You know how everybody felt about Rising Wind? I will be that pissed. I will be that level pissed. Because I'm so tired. Kroos, listen, we didn't get Kroos. And now Kroos is just a hobbling. It's like literally like a Power Rangers cartoon. It's literally like, except you can't win. Imagine if you can't win. Like, we're going to make you this awesome, huge Megazord, and then you're just going to hobble along. I'm just going to Death X you into oblivion. I'm just going to Black War Greymon you into oblivion. I don't care how fast you are. I'm going to delete your tamers, like stuff like that. It's if we crush Black War Greymon, it's one of those things. Balancing is hard. And do we bring everyone else up, or do we keep nerfing everything down? You should see these problems in development. That's why this is a huge other soapbox of people pumping out sets too fast. Back in the day when we used to have 2, 3, maybe 4 sets max in a year, instead of having like 5, like 3 big sets and 2 expansion sets, it had more time to settle, more time for development. And now it's like if you've seen that like Crossheart was going to be that big of a deal, why did you make the card? If you've seen Black War Greymon's Tamer Hate was going to be that huge of a deal, why did you make the card?
Well, so on that point, I feel like Japan is their testers, and then they send it to us because America, let's make money.
yeah, because like that was the only reason like Crosshair got hit so fast here. Is
Japan showed what it could do and how
it
was.
Because it was killing the format in Japan, but it's like to that extent is Black War Greymon not doing the same thing? I've not looked at any Japanese tournaments.
Well, BT11 won the Japanese regional that I posted today.
Mm-hmm.
Or nationals, Japan's nationals.
No, Japan. So it won. So BT11 won Nats in Japan, which it won't win Nats over here because we don't have it.
Right.
We don't. So, like 100%. I hate to be the one to say it. Black War Greymon is going to win Nats. I'd love to see a sleeper deck take it. I've been like looking at people talking, and it's like everybody's like hyping Grandis as the Black War Greymon counter, but it's like it's only the counter because it can OTK it before it can take off. And even then, you've got to have like the nuts of a hand.
Here's the thing, Jesmon. Jesmon is a great deck. Here's the problem. Jesmon can get pooped on by many other decks. Like, what's the color of bricks? Red. So, I mean, like, Jesmon, even though it's gotten way better on consistency, it's still inconsistent. There's not a ton of security bombs. You don't have a lot of tamer dependency. So it goes real well into the multiple swings, the piercing and everything. It goes really good into those multiple saves that Black War Greymon can do. It can make him have to save multiple times very fast, especially with Jesmon GX. But can Jesmon make it through the plethora of other decks that can kind of outpace it?
It's like, let's see here. So like BT11 won. Second place was a Examon deck. So like no one's playing Examon here. Like even like looking at screenshot screenshots of like other like card shops nearby, like CM and stuff, like this, them posting pictures of like their players and the table setup. Like I try to look and see what people are playing. Like, I've not seen one person playing Examon, and it's like, did they have any Examon pieces that we don't have? I don't think
No,
they
but I,
do, other than the security Dracmon. I think that's the
Yeah.
only Examon piece they have that we don't.
but do you
Is
want
the
to drop
security rookie.
100 and what is it now? If you didn't pull like me, I didn't pull a single X. So I mean, like, how much you going to
And
spend to
then
play it?
we're calling it Galmon because it does not play the tradition. So like a Greymon list got third, and its top end is the promo Black War Greymon.
Yeah,
The like fuck
baby.
the ODK one, and then 2 Galmons, and then other than that, it's pretty standard. Red Black War Greymon, fair. Um, they've got an Agumon that we don't have because they're a few sets ahead of us.
Yeah, they've got the
And
dark.
then fourth place was Hunter, which is the new Cross deck.
Yeah, Exmon's still sitting at 30. The regular rare secret rare is 35, and then the alt art is 39.
Okay, so good. It's went down, or well, kind of not shot up at least.
It went up for a little bit, but then it's dipping back down over the past 3 months.
I'm sorry that a protagonist has a big part in the game. All right, guys, I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it. Agumon's a very likable character. I mean, he's ditzy, he's dingy, he's brave. He eats a lot. I mean, it just reaches me on so many levels. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one.
It's like, I don't know, man. Like it's like, what was the one piece they hit in Alphamon? It was Doru Greymon. This new Metal Greymon X antibody is giving me some big Doru Greymon vibes. And
He's
it's like
definitely
Doru,
very controlly.
it's like Doru Greymon gave protection against everything but like D-Digivolve. It's like, well, what does this new Metal Greymon do? Oh, I can't be D-Digivolved.
And it'll be cool if to me it's okay, like, but see, once again, you can slow it down, but I don't think like when they kind of took out the Doro Greymon, which of course we're gonna be getting a new one soon. So I mean it's like it'll pick back Alphamon will pick back up again, I think. He'll pick up his pieces and he'll, ride along.
Oh,
Plus
oh,
with this new book series, that'll help some. Or movie or whatever it is.
It says novel, so I'm curious if it means graphic novel, like a manga, or if
But
it's
what
like
was that
straight up
release
a
video?
book.
Did you not watch the release trailer or whatever? It was like a live
Uh,
action thing.
yeah, I mean that could just be ad because, like, as far as I know, it's a novel.
It's a very intricate ad. it was a
It
very
was.
it was a very well done ad. Which I mean, the Digimon game commercials are good, but I guess they've never played them here. But
Let's see here. I'm just gonna make this.
no, I'm pretty sure when they announced it, it said novel.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's what I was confused on as I was sitting there and I was scrolling through and I was like, wait, I was like, this is like a live action trailer.
I'm down for it no matter what it is, but
Oh, but sorry, I got on that. We got on that side thing, but Black War Greymon, you can take away pieces, and I feel like there's enough pieces it could still do things. It would hobble
Yeah, like
along.
the problem with I think with Black War Greymon isn't. I mean, obviously it's OP, but like it just has everything. Like there's multiple ways you can build the deck and get the same results. Like the deck just has everything. Black base, red base. Which Black or Greymon am I gonna play? Which it's just like
Which great, like, well, now, like, me and Tiny have talked about. Now you have like some really cool options, even with your Greymon and Metal Greymon lines now. Like, I mean, we didn't really have it before, but I'm running the Greymon that gives inheritable jamming when you get reboot. That's pretty nice. And then I'm running the Metal Greymon that if you have reboot on your turn, gets sec +1. I mean, that's going to be pretty good considering X Antibody has reboot and stinking Galmon has reboot. So, I mean, that means Galmon's going to be swinging for some beastly checks.
yeah, and then the card now that is like when something's unsuspended on your opponent's turn, trash the top of their security. It's like, okay, cool.
That's what's crazy. Is like we've had trash before. It's like when it unsuspends.
So it's like
That's
like Tani, he's like, all right, your turn. Reboot unsuspends my Black War Greymon. And since this was unsuspended on your turn, trash the top of your security. It's like, oh, so like I can't even play around that effect because your reboot is guaranteeing you that effect.
See, they could have rotted that. That would be not too bad.
And then the can't remember what I was watching. A guy do like an in-depth deck profile, and he was like, yeah, he's like, I have pretty good matchups against Black War Greymon unless they play was it BT5 Omnimon X Antibody. He's like, the minute that hits the board, I pretty much just have to scoop. I was like, dang. Gotta love it when you just lose to one card. I think it was the BT5 one. It was the older one, not the newer one.
It's just crazy. Like we've talked about it just now. There's I ranted about killing it, but it's like now that we've talked about it, is there a way to kill the deck? Like you gotta slow it. Like I don't know.
I agree with you. Don't take the deck don't gut it to nothing, but slow. But here's the thing, though, is since they've not hit Melga and they've not hit Grandis, like they've not hit like these other like crazy like OTK decks, it's like if you slow down Black War Greymon, all you're doing is it's like okay, then you're gonna see Melga and Grandis winning everything, and then you're gonna have all those people that were already complaining that Melga and Grandis had never been hit.
I don't feel like there's a way to win with.
There's not. There's no way to achieve perfect balance.
You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all of the people all of the time. There are always going to be people who complain about something, and whichever deck is the most winning deck is the one that they're going to complain about, whether it's broken or not. They're going to say it's broken because it's winning more than everything else.
And like all the people that were complaining about Melga and Grandis, they were just complaining because like those decks just lived through multiple formats. It's like, well, they OTK. That's what they do.
Yep.
I'll tell you a fun matchup. Black War Greymon and Red War Greymon. Those are two, like, one's swinging for the fences and one's trying to stall you out. They can both save themselves. It's just who can punch the other one first.
Bonnie had a game today. I thought he was going to deck out.
Yep.
but he was playing against Mastimon. I look over and the dude's got like 20 something cards in his hand and like 6 cards left in his deck. And these board states were wild. I'm just like, what's going on over there?
Yep. I knew that my matches against him were gonna drag out because I'm not playing the OTK version of Black War Greymon. I'm playing the slower. I trash your security rather than I take your security. And the issue is that he chaos decked me 3 times in that match.
Yep.
So the protection does not save you from chaos deck.
Yep. Chaos degradation, like, see, that's another card. People like if like I've just played 3 rounds with this deck tonight, and it was really fun. It's slow, but when it goes, it's like, ooh, that's scary. You hit a flame Hellscythe doesn't seem to do a ton now, but okay, I'm going to check your security. Oh, flame Hellscythe. Like, oh, crap. Oh, chaos deg. Put that to the bottom. What? Or if I have a Dynamon out, it's like, put that on top. Okay, my turn. Check security. See ya. It's like, I don't know. It works out good, but like, that's what stinks is anything with X Anybody is just a very fast deck. So maybe your boy's going to be able to stave it off. Because every time we draw a card, X Anybody draws cards. Make it work, Haggy. Make it work.
So here's the issue with that, and it's something that I noticed while we were playing today. Pool Boy costs 2, and he can gain you a memory and draw a card every time you X Anybody did you love. Is it Nikolai that does the thing? Nikolai costs 3, and he only gains you a memory when your opponent draws a card. So, like, it's not even really neutralizing the advantage that Cool Boy gives, and it's
you still draw.
one more memory expensive.
Yeah. So that's why, like I'm just looking online. Most people aren't playing Nikolai, and they aren't playing the Gal line. They're playing Blue Green Leomon and running Mirage as their level 6. That way, and then they're just playing like this crazy gain memory thing, like blow your stuff up, crash it, do whatever. Like you're just gonna on your turn, you're just gonna gain a bunch of memory, but I was trying to stay true with play the Galmon stuff. Like I don't want to play Leomon with Mirage as my level 6. I want to play Galmon.
So what the deck is missing? What? Like, what were you liking in playing?
Today I just kind of I don't know. A lot of my matchups I just kind of bricked. Like when I went off, I went off. They have searchers. I think we need a piece that lets us play a tamer for free.
So
we need something that's going to let us play multiple Nikolais, or when we get burst mode, something that's going to let us play multiple Thomases. Stuff like that. I've not looked at the new stuff other than burst mode. We might get a piece that lets us play a tamer.
you need
Galmon searches our tamer, but we don't have anything that lets us play our tamer.
you need to put Jellymon. You need Jelly Puppy.
Man, I'm telling you, that jamming.
Jelly Puppy is the way to go. I'll build Jelly Puppy.
Okay, has anybody? We haven't talked about this, and we're still a little ways off, but I was just looking at EX4 to see, glance back over it and see what we get because, we do get a new mock Galgamon in that and everything, and yeah, there's a lot going on in these next couple sets. They're just everywhere. Especially this EX4. It's all over the freaking place, and I'm like, it hurts my head. It hurts me. It's kind of funny. We was talking about it, and it feels like they're trying to splash weird things in there, like the Grey Knightsmon, the Medieval Gallantmon, the Chaos Gallantmon. Like, this is so much.
I mean, I'm glad they're throwing support around. That's exciting.
Yep. Well, EX4 gives a blue flare baby.
Yeah.
That isn't better than Wanyamon.
That's just hard to do. I mean, like this set gave us a lot of good, especially blue, which I'm glad. We needed a new blue staple egg. Like purple needs something.
They got Demi Mara. They'll never need anything else.
In EX4, we got Pinamon, and it's on deletion if this Digimon was deleted other than by battle, gain 1 memory. It's like a watered down version. Get a good green egg. I don't know. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Like this yellow-blue Renamon stuff. Of course, I'm excited for the green-yellow. More so Antilamon, because I love Lopmon and Telamon, but obviously it plays with the Terriermon stuff, so...
That's going to be another really good line. I mean, that's going to be fun to play. And then we get the black Gargamon and the black Rapidmon with piercing. Shoosh. Lots of cool stuff's coming out.
And Telamon, we get the new Cherubimon. There's a Wendigo. And then we get the, yeah.
We're getting some stuff. We're getting there. We're getting there, dog.
I'm also intrigued by this Bagra Notmon.
Nightmon.
I like how this black Sunomon in EX4 is matching the energy of the BT11 Koromon.
Yes, that's what I was like, they're both hateful and trapped in cages. They're both pissed. Which they're going with that.
They're setting up for Omnimon Alteress.
Yeah, for sure.
The new one. The theme of the set is going to be Omnimon is back, and he's pissed.
I mean, look at Omnimon Alter B. I mean, he just looks like he's just going to destroy the world. I'm just trying to figure out like where we're going with this. Like, we talked about we got some more Skull Knightmon, some Deadly Axe. Got a lot going on. Got some more cyborg stuff. Like you said, we got this real dark. It's kind of a darker theme. You got the Black Gargamon. You got all that stuff. Black Mega Gargamon. Got the whole dark.
The green purple, you mean?
Is it green purple or green? It's green black. It's green black.
Is it green black? I thought it was green purple.
What is it?
Green black. The new like dark Gargamon line.
Oh. It's a green black. The green purple is the Wendigomon and Telamon and the evil Cherubimon.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we got Alliance going.
Yeah, a new
Well.
mechanic. I love how somehow I transitioned this from, hey, BT11 launched. Let's talk about EX4.
You know, we got to stay relevant with the releases. BT11's old news. Everybody wants EX4 now. This is our. This is our.
I'm not playing until the next set drops.
Well, here we go. We're following the Digimon trend. Okay.
Yep.
I
Played
played
one
a week.
BT11 locals. Yep. I'm done. Done until next
Done.
format.
Tiny killed it.
Yep, I killed it. That's my fault, guys. Everybody go home. So, getting back to an earlier point that I kind of spaced out while you were talking about it, but I thought about it, and something important is that we were talking about people like the set rotations happen so fast, and you feel like the meta doesn't really have time to get figured out. Well, normally I would agree with you that the sets come too quickly and we don't really have time to fill it out, except there are a lot of people who do proxies of a new set months before it comes out and test out all of the new decks. So the meta is pretty much figured out before the set ever releases because we get spoilers months ahead of time because Japan is still two to three sets ahead of us. So until we get caught up with Japan and we're on the same page, people over here are going to be tired of the meta like a week after it comes out because they're already going to have played it for a month and a half, figuring everything out beforehand. And once the meta's figured out, then nobody wants to go and play locals because they know what the top decks are and they know what they're going to see.
You're not wrong. I mean, like Yu-Gi-Oh has the same problem because Japan's multiple sets ahead. So it's like when we get the set, everybody. Excuse me. Everybody knows what they want. They know what the next big hotness is.
This is. I'm not going to say that the fault lies in the community for playing the decks ahead of time. The fault lies in Bandai for not catching us up.
And it's like that was the whole reason that we got BT 1, 2, and 3 all in 2 sets, because that was we're gonna catch you up to the Japanese. It's like, okay, cool, and then
nothing else was done to finish catching us up.
Nope. And then our sets kept getting delayed, and they never did anything to bring us back up to speed. So
so here we are, 2.5 to 3
also
sets
behind. The thing with Yu-Gi-Oh is they call it TCG and OCG. So like the OCG, which is the Japanese Asia country meta, like they have a separate ban list than the TCG. So even though they're multiple sets ahead of us and like we can see what their decks are doing, they have cards, like they have access to cards that we don't in the TCG, because like they'll unban it there, but it'll stay banned here. And vice versa. Like keeps it different. Like, yeah, this deck is inherently good, so it's going to be good in both formats, but it's like there's decks in Japan that are good that aren't good here because either A, it's an exclusive card that we don't have, or B, they have something off the ban list that we don't, or they have something on the ban list that we don't.
I don't know how to fix it. I mean,
there's no fixing it. Like, no card game is ever perfectly balanced, just because that's just the nature of the game. Like,
well,
it's.
I don't know a lot about the other scenes for Pokemon, but I do know that I feel like with a large tournament scene with a point base and everything, and worlds being worlds and all that, I feel like that they try to keep it a lot closer just because of that, where everybody's trying to go to one goal. Whereas with Digimon, it's like I said, I mean, I guess just looking at this, at first it wasn't bad. You guys remember, like when we first done this, it's like, oh, the spoilers wasn't bad. A couple starter decks or two. Now we're done 4 sets: EX4, the Beelzemon starter deck, BT12, RB01, and we've already got BT13 released. I mean, pretty much everything has been spoiled. And I think that's what kept my Pokemon, like, we're trying to stay relevant. But I think what helped my Pokemon stuff be excited was my collector. I wouldn't look at the set, so when I open stuff, I would be super hype when I read something or found something. Now it's like we're always delving in and talking or trying to study and stuff, and it's like, our Discord's popping off every day about a new card, and it brings hype, but it's like that's a year away. You know?
Yeah. That's why I try to stay away from it.
Yeah, like I try to look at what I can play now, and then it's like, oh hey, cool, this card comes out in a few months that I can throw in this deck, but it's like, don't have it now. Can't do nothing with it now.
Let me wait 6 months to play the deck that I really want to play.
But I think that's also the problem, is everybody rushes to that main deck. But like we've talked about, there's, the new Blue Flare, there's Old Force, there's the new not Myotismon, Mastamon stuff, Tyrannomon stuff, Vinmon. There's a lot in this set. Like, I mean, I guess I'm just depending on Tiny. I might go ahead and build a Justimon deck with a new, because a lot of people, like Tiny was talking about it the other day, and people were like, "What the heck's that? Justimon? That's a deck?"
Yeah.
And it's like, a lot of people, especially newer guys and girls getting into the game, don't know. They don't know this stuff. They don't know the deck exists. Those are called arms,
Yep.
boys. It's up to us. We got to stay jank worthy, okay? We got to
Got
keep
it.
the jank relevant. Is I stare at Black War Greymon X anybody I just built. We got to keep the jank relevant, boys.
So, how many Tigers do you need? Completely off subject. Drew?
I need 2 more, I think. Hold on.
Okay.
I've got 3 decks. Yes, replace. I'm sure you guys have.
Terrible.
I have 6, is why I was asking. I tried to. I thought you said you needed 2, so I finished my play set and then got 2 extra.
Oh yeah, I do need 2.
Okay, because I traded for 2.
You're so sweet. I could kiss you.
I want to bling out this Mastamon deck just because the alt arts are sick. These Lady
no, wait.
Devies.
Oh
You
man.
said alt art. I only need 1 because I have an alt art coming.
Okay,
of
well that's fine.
Tiger.
That's fine. I've got 6. I was just seeing if I needed to try to trade for any more.
All right,
Because I'm gonna keep me a play set just because it's green synergy, not necessarily for Tyrannomon, but he may find his way into some green decks. Because he is not archetype specific. He is just green level 5.
Yep.
And then just a stat at plus 1,000. No, I was excited. I was going to play him in Mommymon because I guess I just dyslexia. I thought his level 5 thing was green and black because I guess Rust Tyrannomon's a green and black, but it's just green. So I'm like, oh. It's like if I just wanted a plus 1,000 DP Tamer in Mommymon, I'd play one of the ties. So he's not got he doesn't got a home in Mommymon yet, but he is green synergy, so I'm going to keep a play set for my green decks.
This is kind of on topic, off topic, but Is anybody not scared when they order from TCG Player and it doesn't have a picture of the card? I know it's not the physical picture, but when it says artwork coming soon, I want to be like, have you pulled it? Or
Well,
are you...
TCG Player.
Bruh,
Yeah.
bruh. I
So none of those. The good thing about TCG Player, and one of the reasons that I prefer putting cards on TCG Player over eBay, is you don't have to take pictures of it. You just choose the quality and post it. Like,
mhm.
Oh.
But do you want to hear my first and only Digimon purchase debacle? And the seller's fixing it. You know, it was just a mistake. Is I ordered 2 of the anniversary or memorial pack Mamemons, the VPET one, the VPET artwork, because I have to. I was just like, I'll finish this playset. So I ordered the memorial pack Mamemons. So they sent me the memorial pack Miramons. I could see the mistake, like honest mistake, but it just cracked me up. Because like I've seen people complain about like, oh, I'll order this Palmon, but they'll send me this Palmon instead. But it's just like I ordered a Mamemon, and it's not that they sent me the wrong Mamemon. They sent me a Miramon. But I can see the mistake. But I messaged the seller. They apologize. They're sending me the Mamemons. It's a 20-cent card. I wasn't going to be upset if I had to like repurchase it or anything. But it just made me laugh when I opened that pack and I had the VPET Miramons instead of the VPET Mamemons. I was like, oh, I see what they did there.
well, I've got what I have of Tyrannomon sleeved. I need to re-sleeve Bagra and start getting cards for this Bagra Nightmon.
I was about to say, what is this? What is this jank you posted? This Bagra Nightmon. What is this?
I can definitely get you on the Muso Nightmons if it plays Muso. I've not looked at the list yet. I'm about to look at it. Where'd you post it?
Mm-hmm. It does. It's in
Okay.
the the anti-meta chat.
Oh, I forgot. I need another Daigo.
Oh, I got
what?
you on Daigo. Extras. Yeah, I think I might have an X antibody Nightmon extra. I definitely got you on the Musos. I do not have you on Tuormon, unfortunately, and I might have extra deadly Axmons, but I don't think I have any extra skulls.
Is this what you need?
Yes.
Oh.
These are not decks. Not completed decks.
I definitely got you on the I got you on quite a bit of that, actually.
Kaiser. What? Oh.
What's that? Is Pinamon from?
Hold on. I've got one center here.
BT.
BT6.
Yeah.
That explains why I've never seen it. I've never
I
bought any
think I've got a
BT6.
couple of those.
If you attack an opponent, draw one. Be slapping opponents in the face. Well, slapping opponents Digimon in the face with a freaking rust cannon.
The Tyrannos, I have probably got you covered, and the Rust Tyrannos, I've got at least 2 or 3. I may have all 4, and I don't plan to use Rust Tyranno. So.
I've got Agumons. I've got your Taigas. I've got 4 Tyrannomons. I've got 3 Rust. I think I have 1 extra Mamemon. Probably get you on the Ground Fang too. But I don't have Terriers.
Yeah, let's say I thought I had Terriers, but who knows?
That Mimi's gonna be tough. The green memory boost I got you. I got 6 over here that I've never used.
How do you have 6 green memory boosts? How many of those decks did you buy?
Well, do the math, Jordan. Do the
Let me
math.
rephrase that. Why did you buy that?
Well, because when it first happened, and I was like, man, this is when my big craze and I started playing a lot. I was like, well, this is the only decks I can really buy. And it's like, oh man, these memory boosts are going to be worth something. I was like, so I'm going to at least get a playset because, at that time I didn't know how many you would use in the deck. And I was like, I don't have extras. So now I've got a lot of extras.
A lot of extras.
A lot of extras. It was just one of those things that they were cheap. Like, I mean, I think now, like, you roll in Target and buy them brand spanking new. They're only like $11, $12. Walmart's got them. Walmart at Clinton has literally two to three cases of starter deck, the Mastamon ones, the Gallantmon, and the Old Force that haven't been touched.
Gallon Old Force have the memory
boost.
boost, right?
Mm-hmm.
What? I just got done sleeving what I have of Tyrannomon up in my new Prismatic Defenders.
What was that you say?
My
You sleeve them in what?
The Prismatic Defenders that we got from the podcast sponsor.
We're sponsored by Prismatic Defenders?
Yep.
What?
This hype man is cracking me up.
Listen, don't break the bank to bling out your jank. So, guys, if you want to get some sleeves, you can go to our sponsor's website at www.prismaticdefender.com and you can use SecCheck15 at checkout to get 15% off your order. Also, if you order over $50, you will get free shipping. So go check them out right now at prismaticdefender.com.
That was beautiful.
That was
Almost
right
sounded.
that was right out of my ass too.
I was about to say, almost sounded rehearsed.
Like I'm cutting that, and that is our new cut.
That's the ad. Bam.
I'll take it. Yeah, I sleeved my Lord Nightmon. I did the inner sleeves on it, and then sleeved it in some pink sleeves I had already purchased from other retailers. And then, of course, my Galmon's in my green Prismatic Defender foils.
I sleeved Black War Greymon in Obsidian Hollows today.
Those perfect fits are nice.
Yeah, I sleeved my eggs in perfect fits.
Yes.
I hadn't used the perfect fits before. I sleeved my eggs in perfect fits, and it was actually pretty nice.
See, I do that now because I have so many cool like the Digimon sleeves that I just want to use for my egg deck, and I double sleeve those because technically it's a separate deck, and they're all double sleeved. So I use the Prismatic Defender perfect fits on the inner, and then I use the cool Digimon based on the outside. Ta-da! Listen, guys, I figured you all would be really proud of my commercial. I have watched
I was
much.
impressed.
Listen, I've watched so much Critical Role that Sam Riegel has rubbed off on me.
I was listening to him this morning, and he had an ad, and I was like, man, I can't wait till Mikey makes this Prismatic Defender ad.
When we get videos, they're going to be great. You just wait.
Imagine that we get popular not because our podcast is good, but because one of our ads goes viral.
Listen, I'm about to start working on a TikTok for just the clips from the podcast.
We do need a unified thing. That would be good. I need to start posting deck techs and stuff on the security check page.
Yeah.
I have several videos just sitting waiting to be edited. Because for some odd reason, people love deck techs. Actually, I
Weird.
found this out. They love you describing the plays. I've noticed that. So if you look at my YouTube stuff, it seems that's they watch it for like 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm assuming it's either the first or they skip to the part where I'm showing how the deck's supposed to work.
Probably that one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was looking for some of those the other day on how a deck worked, like what it did, and then I
Well,
found
I've noticed a trend too on like people posting deck techs is their work around that is instead of laying the deck out as they talk about it and leaving the cards out, they just do it card by card. Like I play 4 of this Palmon. They talk about why they play that Palmon, and instead of just scooting it up to where they have the whole deck templated at the end, they pick it up, set it to the side. That way people can't click their video, skip to the end, and screenshot the whole deck layout.
Well, I mean, it's smart, Haggy. Okay, that's a smart way to do it. All right.
Sometimes I don't want to watch a 30-minute deck check. I just want to see what you're playing.
Well, if you go to my combo section at the end of my videos, you can find out. But I usually link if I build it on DigimonCard.io. I usually link it in the description so you can just go look at it. So I'm nice about that too.
Look, I respect the hustle. Okay. The content battle is never ending. It is a grind. Okay.
Well, right now I'm not.
You got to take your victories where you can get them.
Right now I'm not creating content. I'm just a consumer of the content, and currently the content is not meeting my consumer desires. All right. I'd like to speak with the content manager.
Yeah, talk to my agent, Cardboard. Take over. Do my talking.
my editor.
I need Shoutmons, boys. I'm ready to build the limping Megazord.
I don't know if the Megazord's limping anymore after BT11, bro.
I was about to say I put some X5s in. I put in the X5s and then the X4s and X7s. I just want the alt arts. Like I'm being greedy about it. Don't get me wrong, Shoutmon, but like that alt art Shoutmon is just ooh.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
right now I'm playing. I'm obviously playing all the components, but I think I'm running 2 Star Sword, 4 X3s, 1 X4, obviously. I think 2 X5s.
Yep.
Running 2 Omni, 2 Zeeg. Should be 3 X7s, but I only have 2, so got
Are you
filler
running
for the
DX?
other. I'm running 1 DX in place of the
Okay.
3rd X7 that I don't have.
Mm-hmm. What do you run? Are you
And
running anything for your big boy? Your level? Are you running level 7 or no?
Yeah, I'm running 2 X7s.
No. Like, are you running a level 7 in the deck?
Oh, no.
Okay, because I've noticed that. Because I was like, remember way back when, this is a callback to, I was like, why don't all these cross players use these really cool option cards they have? And now that I've built the deck, I was like, there's no freaking room for all these really cool
there's
option
not.
cards.
There is not.
It's all gas, baby.
Yeah, that's what makes the deck, I guess, appealing to me now is like, it's just consistency.
How many of the new Tamer, the white Tamer, are you playing?
2.
Okay. See, I'm iffy on that ratio. Like, I feel like 2's the spot, but then like part of me wants 3. But I don't like, because it's like, if I'm playing a 3rd white Tamer, I'm dropping either the yellow or one of the green. And like a lot of people are like playing 2 to 3 of the green one, and it's just like that's free memory. Like, why do you not like why? Why I feel like the green one should be an auto 4 of. Because what I did in my old build, I was playing 2 Kiriha, so I just dropped my 2 Kiriha for 2 of the White Tamer. Because I wasn't playing the security plus tie. One, because I only have one. But one, because I wanted another tap Kroos Tamer, which now I have that in the White Tamer.
I think the reason you don't want to run more than 2 of the White Tamer is that in order to get the benefit of the White Tamer, you have to put a card from your hand underneath it at the start of every turn.
Yes.
So you could exhaust your resources very quickly just from having 2 of them on the board at the same time. You will empty your hand very fast if you're not careful. So I feel like running them as a 2 of so that most games you'll see 1 is fine. Because having that 1 there, it's good for safety reasons. Just on the off chance you don't get your Taiki.
Mm-hmm. Because you definitely need you. I run 3. Let's see. Where did my? I don't have my deck in here. Hang on. I run 3 Taiki, and then I run load. Dang it. Oh, did I tell you guys that I didn't know that I had the weird alt art version of Shout Mon X5? Like I didn't know there was 2 versions of it. But
I
anyway,
didn't know there's 2 versions of it. Oh yeah, no, yeah, never mind. I did. Yeah, there's an alt art.
I didn't know that. I was like, wonder why this one is so shiny. But yeah, I run 3 Taiki, 3 Zenjiro, only 2 Akari, and then 2 White Tamer.
You're playing playing a lot lower ratios than I am on Tamers.
Yeah, because listen, boys. Well, okay, so that's that. And then of course I'm running 2 X5s. And then of course I'm running 4 Shoutmons, 4 Sparrowmons, 4 Ballistamons.
Yeah,
And
4 of
then
all the pieces.
Yeah. And then I'm running 2 X5s. And then I've got oh yeah, sorry. The 4 Darulamon. Then what else was it? Oh yeah, I put in the X3s. And then I'm running a the new purple cross from this set, the Mervmon. Yeah.
Okay, so you're playing Mervamon. I'm not playing Mervamon.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I want to give it a shot. I like that. All turns, all your Digimon with Crow's Heart in their traits get retaliation, rush, and blocker.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Not bad. I'm not on it yet.
Like I don't care about that first effect at all.
The retaliation and blocker though. And
Yeah.
rush. That's the good stuff.
Yeah,
that's the
those
spice.
2 together are spice. So I just put all this stuff in TCG Player, and I love this card game.
It's dirt cheap. Yeah, you're definitely not playing any decks that are like outrageous.
It's 3 different decks, and it's $37.
Yep.
Hold on, where's my Jessmon GX that I pulled? Okay. I should
No. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I'll trade you whatever you need. you stop.
You see, I'm still playing 4 of the red, yellow, green Tamer. Then I'm playing 2 of the white Tamer. Then obviously 1 X4, 2 X5s. I'm playing 4 X3s. 2 Star Swords. Huh?
Oh, I am running 2 Star Swords.
Yeah, I'm running 2 Star Swords. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've got 2 Omni, 2 Zeeg, and then when I get it, it's going to be 3 X7s. But right now I'm doing 1 X7 and 1 DX. then 4 of the components. No option cards.
Yeah. See, I'm running 3 Omni Shout, 2 Shoutmon DX, 2 Zeeg.
Okay, so you're running 2 DXs.
I like DX. I know everybody's like, oh, that. But you delete one of your opponent's Digimon for 8,000 DP or less. That 8,000 threshold to me, as fast as this deck can move, is a lot because lots of times, this is the red player coming out of me. I try to wait for that maximum result and it's one too late because it's usually the 6,000 or 4,000. So that 8K gives me a lot wider window that I can wait. And then the end of attack, I'm not so much about, but like a lot of people's like, he's not worth it. But I'm like, I think sometimes that's like, that could save me a game. I literally delete this Digimon save. You know what I'm saying? And then go into like stinking X3 or something like that, you know, the immediate. I mean, I just think it's good. I think it has its utility purposes, is what I'm meaning by it. And I'm kind of getting scared about Old Force Vidramon, guys. Like, the more I look at the new Old Force, I see how it works, but I feel like it's just like the new Mastamon deck. The deck does okay, and it does good. Like I said, I've only played like 3 matches of it, but you have to have Mirai. Like, if you don't have a Mirai out, it feels bad. Like, you're not getting to. You can still pop off, you know, you can still do your thing, DNA Digivolve, go into Ordani mode and like smack face. And I feel like Old Force, you have to have Rena. And you have to have multiple Rena.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I think that's what makes the deck feel so bad because you guys know I loved old Jelly Force. Jelly Force was fun. But it's like, I just don't think this is as good. Like, it's super dependent on Rena. There's no jamming hardly at all in it. You know, that's what made the old Force good, is being able to tap your tamers with jamming and stuff and get all that in. And now that's not there unless you have Rena, and you're getting those wind digivolving effects by playing blue tamers from your hand, being able to do Rena's effect again, unsuspend. Like, you literally have to be sitting there holding, which you can draw the cards, but you have to have 3 to 4 Renas in your hand, just sitting there waiting to be played. Which I think makes the deck feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have all that in your hand to be able to.
Well, because I hadn't really read it good, and now that, you know, I'm building the deck, you know, I'm only 2 cards away from having it. It's like, all Force's effect is when Digivolve, you can play 1 blue tamer card from your hand without paying its cost. Super cool, okay? And then your turn, when you play a blue tamer, unsuspend this Digimon. Your turn once per turn, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, return one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon to their owner's hand. For every blue tamer you have in play, add 1 to the max level. So get what I'm saying? So against War Gray, this isn't doing a lot. You get what I mean by that? Like, you know, so first swing, so you Digivolve, you get to play Arena. Now Arena's effect kicks in, and you're able to on play until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon with Vmon or Vidramon is name game block or evade. When one of your Digimon with Vidramon in its name becomes suspended, suspend this tamer to activate one of the. See what I'm saying? And that's how it works. So you Digivolve, play Rena, you know, do your swing, then you unsuspend, play another Rena, and that's the trigger. Whereas with the old ways, you could just spam tamers out, and then you just, you know, Vidramon and you jumped into Old Force. the old way, and you would just swing. Nobody's running that no more. Nobody's running the starter deck VMon. And I'm like, I wonder why. And it's because you have to wait till you have these arenas in your hand to be able to pop off.
Well, that doesn't sound as fun.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it's just because I'm way more aggro in my playstyle, but that's what was so fun about the old Force feature mod is you play your 2 ties, your 2 old arenas, and then your memory tamer. And then it's like, okay, especially with Jelly Force. Okay, I got Jellymon down here in VMon. I'm going to tap, swing. He's got jamming thanks to Jellymon. Okay, since I tapped, I'm going to unsuspend. I'm going to go ahead and swing again. I'm going to tap Rena, giving him plus 1,000, unsuspend. Going to tap the other tie, unsuspend. Going to tap, you know what I'm saying?
So I can explain to you why people are using the new way instead of the old way. It's very simple.
Yes.
So in the old way, it was much more consistent to fire off your OTK combo because all you had to do was have the tamers on board and then digivolve into Old Force. And then you could swing, unsuspend, swing, unsuspend, swing, unsuspend. By suspending a tamer each time you swing, you would unsuspend him and he would just keep attacking.
Yeah.
It was more consistent that way to get your combo off. But the issue is that it's way too slow to get all your pieces on the board with that method. It can't keep up with the current metagame. And so the new method, because of the way Old Force Vidramon, the new Old Force Vidramon works, he plays the tamers for you. So that's like 12 to 15 memory that you're not having to spend because he plays the tamers for you for free. And that's the reason why they do the new method instead of the old one, because that 15 memory is the difference between losing control of the game and being left in the dust or OTKing your opponent.
I guess that's true, and I haven't worked with any, like, maybe running, like, 3 of the new, 2 of the old, so that, like, when you do get Arena out and play, and you do run a double combo, if you had the starter deck Vidramon, you could literally go into him, because if you pop off your combo with Ulforce, the new one, you're gaining a memory every time, and you're getting blocker and evade that you can give to any one of your Digimon with Vmon or Vidramon in its name. And we know how good evade is and blocker. So it's going to say, I guess I'm going to give it a try. And then also you could get rid of, if it went through, you could feasibly get rid of a huge body by the time you get 4 or 5, like 4 tamers out. Because it's a level 3, and then for each blue tamer you have in play, add 1 to the max level. So I mean, 3 tamers, you're done deleting level 6s. 4 tamers, 4 arenas, you're able to delete a level 7. Like I said, maybe once I get the 4 arenas and actually see how it's out with the V tamer ties and all that, basically the same way, and the Sora Joes, we'll see how it goes.
This has been episode 13 of the Security Check Digimon TCG podcast. We appreciate you listening, and we hope to catch you next time.